Okay. Hello, students. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please put on your camera. Ramesh, put on your camera.
Ma'am, your mic is mute.
Okay. So I was saying, what were we doing in the previous class? I guess we completed one chapter, which is the first one, rational numbers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now, just let me review the syllabus once. We only have two chapters in row, right? And those two chapters only Ramesh has that in his syllabus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So we can do one thing, Ramesh. You can complete those syllabus. I'll talk about the team. We'll now start with the revision, and those two chapters will be completed in extra classes for you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we shall start with the revision of whatever we have studied till now. So what was the first chapter that we did? I guess we did square and square roots, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so open that chapter. Square and square roots. Now, for revision, I shall be giving you few questions and we shall be discussing questions along the topics, okay? Like we'll do one topic in a day, we'll do one topic and we'll revise various questions for that. If it's a short topic, we can also do more than one topic, okay? That's how we'll proceed with the revision. So first of all, so in square and square roots, pay attention. We basically studied what are squares, how do we find perfect square numbers. So do this question. Both of you. This question.
Ma'am, we have to find the non-square number or the perfect square number.
You have to find how many, like all the perfect square numbers that lie between 50 and 60.
Okay, ma'am.
There's only one, right?
What's that?
Yes, ma'am. Only one.
What is the answer?
56.
Ma'am, the number is 49. Sorry, not 49, not 49. And
56.
there are no numbers between 50 and 60 perfect square.
Okay. And Aswan says there's no number. What about you, Ramesh?
Wait, let me. Yeah, I think it's 56.
Okay. Which number do you think we square to
I
get
think
56?
I think it's 8, right? Wait, let me check.
What is 8 square? 8 square is basically
Wait.
8 into 8. What is 8 into 8?
Wait. Wait. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Ma'am, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there is none. There's none. Ma'am?
Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There was some network issue.
Ma'am, your voice
Just
is
give me a
lagging.
second. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So Amar has also joined. Amar, listen carefully. We have started with revising square and square roots. Okay. So the first question I gave was, are you listening, Amar?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have find the perfect square number between 50 and 60. So we know that 7 square is actually 49 and 8 square is 56. That means and neither
And 7
40,
square is 49. And 8
neither
square is 64.
49. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, 8 square is 64.
So neither 49 nor 64 lies between 50 and 60. So that means we do not have any perfect square between 50 and 60. Okay. The next question is, you have to tell me that can you call these numbers as perfect squares or not? I'll write a list of few numbers. Are these perfect squares or not?
Ma'am,
You can tell
first
me.
one is not. My first one is not a perfect square.
See, next one, we are doing a revision series. First, solve properly, let everybody do, and then only we'll discuss. Okay? Do not
Okay.
create a chaos.
The first one is not a perfect square.
Why? Has everybody
Because
done?
the unit and the first digit is not ended. It's not ending with any numbers or
Okay, first tell me, has everybody completed the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Amar, you?
No, I didn't understand.
Amar, have you done the question?
I couldn't understand this.
It's very simple, Amar. I taught you square and square roots, and in that chapter, I told you very clearly that the perfect square numbers can only end with certain digits. What are those digits?
I don't remember this. I know this. There was 2, 5, 7.
0, 1, 4, 5, 6,
6.
or 9. So a number ending with either of these digits can only be a perfect square. So it cannot be a perfect square. It can be a perfect square. It can be a perfect square, and it cannot be a perfect square. Okay. This is how we will do this question. Now we move ahead. You have to tell me what will be the units place of the following numbers.
Okay.
Tell me the units place.
Done, ma'am.
yeah,
Okay.
done.
I
First,
can answer the
Asma,
first
tell
one. My first one, the unit.
One. First one is
One.
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 Second one is
6. Second one is 6. Third one is 6. Fourth one is
6.
6. Fourth one is
The rest are 6.
okay, correct. So this is a very simple question. The next one will be, you have to tell me the square of which of the following number will be an odd number, right?
Okay.
Tell me. First solve and then tell me.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, tell me.
First one is an odd number.
Even. Third one is odd. Fourth one is even.
Third one is odd. Amar is saying, what about first, second, and fourth?
Ma'am,
First one is odd.
first one is odd. Second one is even, and last one is also even.
Last one is also even.
Okay. So the last number on squaring this number will be 9. Okay, which is odd number. That means number will be odd. Correct. Then we'll have 4. Correct. Here we'll have 1. Correct. And here we'll have 0 only. So that's correct. Okay. Next we have, you have to tell me that how many natural numbers lie between 11 square and 12 square. How many natural numbers lie between 11 square and 12 square?
Done, ma'am.
Let others also do.
Okay.
Ma'am, done.
Tell me, what's that?
Ma'am,
23
22.
or
22.
22? What?
Is,
Wait,
is everybody getting 22?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
How come 22?
ma'am, is
Ma'am,
it
2 into n
21?
equals to 2 into 11.
Ma'am, is it 21 then?
What are you saying? I couldn't understand.
Ma'am, if we consider n equals to 11, so n plus 1 becomes 12. So the number of natural number between 11 square and 12 square is n 2 into n. So n is equals to 11. So 2 into 11 equals 22.
Is the formula correct? Ramiz and
Yes,
Amar?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ramiz, you've also used the same formula?
Ma'am, I've never done this type of formula before.
Yeah. So what is the formula that you used?
Ma'am, I just found the square root and I just counted the numbers.
You actually calculated 11 square and 12 square and then you found out the number?
Ma'am, I know 11 square and 12 square, so I just,
No, that's
yeah.
the wrong way. So are you still getting 22 only? Are you sure?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's do by Rami's method one. What is 11 square?
121.
121. What is 12 square?
144.
Okay, just count the numbers between 121 and 144.
Is it 23?
Yeah, there's 23, but if we count, if there's like 23, but we don't count 144.
Yeah, it's 23 only. Why? Because the
Oh,
formula is actually 2n plus 1.
okay.
What, ma'am?
Okay, no, it's n and n. Okay, yeah, it's 22 only. It's 2n. You will not count 121 and 144. So it will be 22 numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, correct answer. The next question is, you have to tell me how many non-square numbers lie between 90 square and 91 square. Non-square numbers. Okay, earlier I asked natural numbers.
Done, ma'am.
Now, what's the answer?
Ma'am, 180.
Okay, how come 180? What is the formula that you use?
Ma'am, same formula, ma'am. 2 into n.
2 into n. Okay, so 2 into 90, you're getting 180. Is everybody getting the same answer?
Yeah, I guess.
Amar, you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
5, then what are you getting?
Ma'am, I got 95.
What
90.
happened?
I got
See, we have one single formula for these, 2n. What do? We just see, this is n is 90, and n plus 1 is 91. So if we use the formula 2n to find the number of non-square numbers, like how many non-square numbers are there? So we'll do 2 into n, which is 2 into 90, which is 2 into 90 is 180. So that is why I'm getting 180. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is there any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now you have to express as the sum of two consecutive integers. Okay, 21 square, 13 square. These two numbers you have to express as the sum of two consecutive integers.
Okay. Done.
Rami and Amar.
I don't understand the question. Could you explain it?
See,
Can I tell
in
the
this
answer?
question, you have to express the following number as sum of two consecutive numbers. Okay, so what are you going to do is you basically have to like sum of two consecutive numbers, right? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Am I audible to everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So in this question, we have to express the following number as the sum of two consecutive integers. So for two consecutive integer, I'll first find like for 21 square, I'll have to find two numbers. Okay, two consecutive numbers on adding which I can express the value. So what I'll do is first I'll do 21 square minus 1 upon 2. This will be my first number. Okay, and then I'll do 21 square plus 1 upon 2. This will be my second number. Right, what is 21 square?
241.
You can do 21 into 21.
Is it
440.
241 or
440.
40? Oh, okay, 440.
Right. So you'll have 441 minus 1 upon 2, which will be 440 upon 2. Okay, which will be 220. Then you will have 441 plus 1 upon 2, which will be 442, which will be 221. So see, 21 square is 441 and 441 can be expressed as a sum of 220 plus 221. Okay. And how did I find out this? I basically first found the square of 21 and then I first subtracted 1 from it and divided by 0 and then I subtracted and then I added 1 to it and divided by 0. How will you find for 13 square now? For 13 square, you do 13 square minus 1 upon 2 and 13 square plus 1 upon 2. Understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'll give you a question where you have to, like, without adding, find the sum. Okay, so first question is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus. Can you all do this question?
Done, ma'am.
Tamiz and Amar?
Ma'am, we haven't done this type of question in class before.
This question is from book itself. Okay,
Like
so how
in
many odd numbers are there?
5.
There are 5 odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 odd numbers. That means the
5
answer
square
will be
equals
5
25.
square, which is
Equals
25.
25.
Then next you have 5 till here.
Nine.
Then 6,
9
7,
odd number.
8, 9, and 10, which is 10 square will be the
10
answer.
square. So
Then
100.
10, 11, and 12. Okay, so answer will be 12 square. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now you have another question. Express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers.
Finish, ma'am.
Okay, what's the answer?
Ma'am, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this answer too.
Okay. Amar, are you solving? You're very unresponsive.
Yes.
Solve the questions with me. Now you have to find how many numbers lie between square of 12 and 13, 99 and 100.
Done, ma'am.
What's the answer?
My first one answer is 24.
Are done. Has Amar done?
And first one is 24.
First one is
24.
okay. Second one,
My second one
198
198.
or
198.
198.
99 into 2 units. Right? Now next you have, okay, do you want to have your NCRTs?
Can I go take it?
NCRT textbook. Do you all have your NCRT textbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
But can I go take it?
Yeah, sure. Then get it.
Ma'am, in my school we don't follow NCRT textbook until 9th.
Okay, so what textbook do you use?
It's like different publishers.
Okay, so do you have like such type of questions that I'm practicing? Do you have such type of questions in your textbook?
I don't think so. There are some that you give and others are not there.
Okay, we will just,
I got my text.
no problem. I'll give you then questions from myself only. Let's do one thing. Okay, till here, do you all have any doubts? We've completed one topic of the chapter.
Yes, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay, Rameez and Ammar.
No doubts,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, now we'll move to the second part, which is Pythagoras triplets. Okay, so you have to write a Pythagoras triplet. Okay, this is the question.
Ma'am, I forgot the formula of the Pythagorean triplet. Can you write one more time?
Okay, does anybody know what are the Pythagoras triplets? We had 3 Pythagoras triplets. What are those?
Ma'am, I know m square plus 1 and m square minus 1, but I don't know the first one.
2m squared.
Oh, okay, ma'am. M square minus 1 is equals to m square plus 1, or m square plus 1 is equals to m square minus 1.
Nothing is equal to each other here. We have 3 different numbers. You have 2m square, first number, m square plus 1, second number, m square minus 1, third number. These are 3 distinct numbers.
Okay, ma'am.
And what is the formula? What is the relationship between these 3? What is the relationship between these 3? You have 2m square plus m square minus 1 will give you m square plus 1. This is an important thing, right? You all need to remember this.
Ma'am, I am done.
No. Done. And Rameez and Amar. Rameez and Amar, what about you guys?
Ma'am, could you show the answer? I'm not getting it.
See,
Can you?
we have a Pythagorean triplet. So Pythagorean triplet is basically 3 numbers. Like I have 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is an example of a Pythagorean triplet. See, when I do 3 square and add 4 square to it, I will get it as 5 square. What is 3 square? 9. What is 4 square? 16. What is 5 square? 25. Right? Add 9 and 16, you'll get 25. So this is a Pythagorean triplet. If you have such a relation. So this is the general formula of Pythagorean triplet. One of the number is 2m square. The other number is m square minus 1. And the third number is m square plus 1. And m can be any number. So here it is given that the smallest number is 8. So either of 2m square or m square minus 1 will be the smallest number. Why? Because m square plus 1 is obviously the largest number. So if I consider like 2m square as 8, so what will happen? 2m is equal to root 8, right? And m is equals to 2 root 2 upon 2, and m comes out equal to root 2, right? But this is like not correct. Just a second. I mistakenly did square. We don't do the square. So this will be 8 by 2. So m will be equal to 4, right? Or we can also consider that m square minus 1 is equal to 8. So if m square minus 1 is equal to 8, then m square is equal to 8 plus 1, which is 9, and m is equal to root 9, which is 3. Okay. Now you can have either of the value. You can have m is equals to 4 also and m is equals to 3 also. Now let's try to consider. Let's consider that the smallest number is 2m, which is equal to 8. So if this is 2m is equals to 8, then what will m square minus 1 be? M square minus 1 will be, tell me.
Ma'am, 4 square minus 1.
Yeah, which is 16 minus 1, which will be 15. And what will be m square plus 1?
Ma'am, 4 square plus 1.
Yeah, which will be 17. Okay, now if I consider that m square minus 1 is the smallest number, which is 8. So what will be 2m? 2m will be equal to 2 into 3, 6. And m square plus 1 will be 3 into 3, 9 plus 1, 10. Now over here, my assumption comes out to be wrong, because here 2m is coming out to be the smallest number, but which is not true. It is already given in the question that 8 is the smallest number, right? So my answer will be 2m is equals to 8. And my numbers will be 8, 15, and 17.
Yes.
Did you
Ma'am, I
understand?
got.
Do you understand this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Ramesh, did you understand? Ramesh didn't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we have related to Pythagoras triplet only. You have to find a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 12. Okay, now 12 can be any member.
Ma'am, for the first formula, is it 2m square or just 2m?
It's m.
Okay.
Then it's m square minus 1, and third number is m square plus 1.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Aswan, are you even solving the question? This question can't be done in less than 5 minutes at least. How come you solved it so quickly? Are you
Ma'am,
copying somewhere?
no, ma'am, I already studied.
You need to, so you can't learn any mathematical question. So how do you already know the answer?
Ma'am, I did it in the notebook, ma'am. Here I have.
How come your answer is so small? This question has a big answer.
I did not do it stepwise. I just did it.
Ammar and Ramesh, have you both done?
Not yet, ma'am.
Aswan, by the time you can write the proper steps. We'll discuss only once when everybody has done. At least 3 minutes is required for one question.
Okay, ma'am.
Shall we discuss now? I'm discussing. Look here, everybody. So it is given that a Pythagorean triplet you have to find whose one member should be 12. Not it is given just one member. It is not given smallest member or the largest member. Okay, just tell me one thing. If the question said largest member, then I would have equated 12 to which number?
M square plus 1.
Very good. If the question said smallest member is 12, then
2m.
not m square minus 1.
M square minus 1.
No, then I could have equated it with anything. Like
2,
these
2.
numbers, answer can be anything. Okay, either 2m or m square minus 1. And but m square plus 1 is always the largest. Okay, but here it is given any one member. That means I can equate 12 with any of the number. Right. So I can write, let's consider that m square minus 1 equals to 12. So m square is equals to 13 and m equals to root 13. Now this is not an integer, so my assumption is wrong. Now I'll consider m square plus 1 is 12. So m square is equals to 11 and m is equals to root 11. Now again it is not coming as an integer. Again my answer is wrong. Okay, now I'll consider 2m is equals to 12. Now my answer is coming out to be 6. So hence 2m is equals to 12 is the correct assumption. Now if 2m is equals to 12, then m is 6. Now we can calculate the value of m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Okay, what are the values?
Ma'am, 6, 12,
30.
35 and 37. And
Yeah,
35, 37.
35 and 37. Okay, correct. You have to now find the square of these numbers.
Ma'am, which any method?
Yeah, with any method. Okay, let's do it like without multiplication. Tell me how would you do?
Ma'am, doing division
Long
method.
division. Long division.
Long division, how can you do?
No, wait. You can do the
Prime
division method.
factorization.
Without
You can
act-
use prime. I mean, you can use prime factorization.
Okay, listen, I'm giving you the like it's your own free will, whatever method you wish to choose. All of you can use your method, and then we'll discuss one by one everybody's method. Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, what's the answer?
First one is not a perfect square.
You didn't have to. What is the question? Aswan, read the question.
Find the square of Find the square without multiplication.
Yeah.
First one is
Find the
102.
square root. It was square.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Ma'am,
No problem.
first one is 1024.
1024. Okay, how did you do it? Which method did you use?
I multiplied.
I wrote without actual multiplication. Still you are multiplying. What's the whole point of question then? Ramesh, you tell me, have you done this?
Ma'am, I also thought square root, so
Oh, okay, listen here. Like you have 32. It's very simple. For 32, what
Prime
do you do is
factorization.
we don't use prime factorization for finding square as one. We use prime factorization for finding square roots. How can you find the
Okay.
square of any number via prime factorization?
Repeated subtraction.
You can either do repeated subtraction is also for finding square roots. We have various methods only for finding the square roots. That is why I gave you all a chance to follow your methods. Because there is no such method, there is only one single method for doing it. We just have like, we can break it and either write it as a sum or a difference of two numbers. I'll just write it as a sum of two numbers, 30 plus 2 square. Then I'll have 30 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 30 into 2. I told you this property a plus b whole square. So 30 square will be 900 plus 4 plus 120. Okay, then you can add all these numbers. You'll do 900 plus 124. 1024. This is how you'll get your answer. See, Amar, getting the answer is not important. You'll get a 0 if you do it this way. Because the question clearly says without actual multiplication. That means the examiner wants to know that do you know any other method? If it is
No,
written
ma'am.
without actual multiplication, this is the method that you're going to use.
Ma'am, how did we get 120?
Just a second. It's 2 into 30 into 2.
So 60 into 4.
16 to 4 or 16 to 2, 2 into 3, 30, 16, 16 to 2 is 120.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay, now do the rest on your own. 71 square, 46 square, and 35 square.
Okay.
Quickly do it, all of you.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
In the second step, you did 30 square plus 2 square plus 2 bracket 30 bracket 2, right? How do you get the 2 bracket 30 and that last step?
Okay, look here, look here. Whenever we have any numbers like this, a plus b whole square, how do we open this identity? We do a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Okay, this is what we do. So here I have 30 plus 2 square. So 30 is a and 2 is b. So I'll do a square. A square is 30 square plus b square. B square is 2 square plus 2 into a into b.
Okay.
Now do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So then we'll get 1024.
ma'am, I think I got the answer for 71.
First do all of them, then we'll discuss one by one. Okay,
Okay,
let's do
ma'am.
one thing. Ramesh will discuss for 71, Aswan for 46, and Ammar for 35. Okay, Aswan and Ammar, do yours quickly and then we'll start discussing. By the time Ramesh, you can do the rest one as well.
Finish, ma'am.
Okay, what's the answer?
Fourth is 1225.
Okay, Amar is discussing for 35 square. Yeah, Amar, tell me what you did.
1225.
Now tell me all the steps. First, what you did.
30 plus 5 square, then 30 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 30 into 5, then 900 plus 25 plus 300 is equals to
100 plus
1225. 25 plus 300
okay,
is equals to 1225.
1225. Is this what you're getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. Ramesh, you tell me for 71 square.
Ma'am, so I did 70 square plus 1 square.
Okay, 70 plus 1 whole square, we say.
Yeah. Then 70 square plus 1 square plus 1 into 70 into 2.
1 into 70 by 1 into 70.
Uh,
What is the identity? A plus B whole square.
if, yeah, then
What is the
or
identity for A plus B whole square?
then it's 70 into 1 into 2. Or
See, look here, Ramesh. For A into B whole square, you do like A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B. So here A is 70 and B is 1. So you did A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B.
oh, okay. But
Then you
the answer
have
would
4900. Yeah.
but the answer would come out the same, right? Even if we did that, even if we did 1 into 70 into 2.
Yeah, the answer would come out to be same. It's just I'm telling you how the identity works. Okay.
Okay. Plus 1 plus 140.
Okay. Then you have 490
Oh,
5040.
uh,
281 5041.
yeah.
Okay. Now Aswan discuss for 46 square.
Ma'am, 40 plus 6 whole square.
Okay.
Ma'am, then 40 square plus 6 square plus 2 into 40 into 6.
Fine. So what
Ma'am,
is 40 square?
40 square is equals to 1600.
Okay.
40 square 1600. Then 6 square is 36.
Okay.
And 2 into 40 into 60 is 480.
Okay.
Ma'am, then I got 1600 plus 560.
Is this what you're getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's correct then. So were you all able to understand these type of questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll give you one more question. Okay, let's just do one last question. I'll tell you. There is like this is one similar type of question. You have to find the Pythagorean triplet where one of the number is 18. Okay. So if one of the number is 18, let's consider that the number is m square minus 1. So m square will be equal to m square minus 1 is 18. So m square will be equal to 19 and m will not be an integer. So this assumption is wrong. Now let's consider m square plus 1 is 18. So m square is equals to 17 and again m is equals to under root 17, which is again not the correct assumption. Now we'll consider 2m is equals to 18. M will be equal to 9. Yes, this can be the correct assumption. Now we are going to just substitute the value of m in these two. Here and here. Okay. So we'll have first number is m is equals to 9. The second number will be M is 9. So 9 square plus 1, 82. Okay, so the second number is 82. And the third number is M square minus 1. So 80. Fine?
Yes, ma'am. So a Pythagorean triplet is equals to 18, 82, and 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, listen very carefully. For this chapter, we have revised to one topic. The square thing we have revised entirely. Now we have only one last topic for this chapter, which is square roots. Now, whenever you come for the next class, whenever we have our next session, positively revise whatever have been taught today and also prepare for square roots. Okay. Now, see, today I kind of explained the concepts and I also I told you how to solve, but in the next class, I'll be taking a test for sort of, okay, an oral test. And that is how we are going to proceed with the revision thing. I'll give questions for everybody. I'll give like few questions for Ramesh, few questions for Asfan, and few questions for Amar. There'll be different set of questions for everybody. And then you'll have to solve those questions. And this is how we'll proceed with the revision thing. Is this thing clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So for the next class, what is your topic to be prepared?
Squares and square roots.
The
Squares.
square root part. Okay. I shall be posting some extra questions based on squares. You can practice them. Okay.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
one more thing, Ramesh,
Yes, ma'am.
I was checking your assignments, and one of your assignment it has an improper alignment. So please fix that thing. I'll write a note in that assignment as well, so that